Hey guys, it's been a while. Um. Oh, is the audio okay? Oh, whoops. Forgot to mute my phone. Is the audio okay? It seems like YouTube's telling me that something's wrong. Is the music there? I can't really tell. I can't really hear the music myself. I mean, like in my stream. Checking it on my phone. Uh, every single time I start streaming again, I have to check the audio because I literally don't know. I kind of hear it. Should I turn it higher? Is it too low? It seems really low. I can hear voice more. Yeah. Well, I mean that's the point, right? Because I shouldn't. If the music's too loud, then you can't really hear my voice that well. Um, I might have messed around with the audio settings some time ago, and so I don't remember how the settings were last time. A little higher for music. Yeah, okay. I'll just turn the music a little higher because I don't. Why did I turn my mic volume higher? Is this okay? Because I'm like if my voice is like too loud and it's like I don't know peaking or something like that, just let me know. I'll try and adjust the volumes. Stream lagging. The stream is lagging. It keeps telling me that my bitrate is lower than recommended, and I have no idea what that means. I didn't mess with any of the capture settings. Oh, that's the audio, okay. I have no idea what that means, so hopefully, you know what? Hopefully it's okay. Anyway, I guess I should explain what I'm doing today. Well, Taro already know what we're doing today, but I'm gonna be drawing my D&D OC, my Dungeons and Dragons character. Because I just started playing it yesterday. Yesterday is literally my first time playing a TRPG, and getting into Dungeons and Dragons. So I have a character, and I want to give him a design, and that's what I'm gonna be doing today. I actually have no idea how I'm gonna do this. I don't really have a plan when I design or draw my OCs. Hey, Gina, you're here. Hello. What was I saying? Oh yeah, OCs. You should make storytime animatic. I don't have a lot of stories to tell. Well, I do, but I don't think my way of storytelling works well for video. um, I don't like when I speak, when I talk. I don't think I don't plan out my sentences that well before I speak. So I either have to actually sit down and write a script for these storytime animatics, which I will probably despise a lot because I hate writing scripts. Um, Either that or I have to improvise a lot and I don't know make the video somehow comprehensible post editing, something like that. I've completely forgotten what I was trying to say? OC designs. I don't really plan out OC designs. I just go along the flow. My character, my D&D character, is a tiefling, which is a mix between a human and a demon, from what I know, and from what I can remember. And he's a ranger. He has 2 short swords, a longbow, and he has a really dark and gloomy personality. I haven't figured out a lot of his like characteristics and personality and stuff like that yet, because yesterday we literally made our character in like all together, all of us, me and the DM, our teacher, and a couple other classmates. We made our characters all together in probably an hour or so, and there's a lot of us there, so we were trying to go along as fast as we can and not drag on too much, or else all of us would just spend the whole day there, just sitting in a Zoom call. We were in a Zoom call together, so we would all just like sit in the Zoom call there and like try and decide all the personalities and stuff. And it would just take forever, so we had to go by really quickly, and I couldn't really think a lot about my character's personalities, his backstory, his physical traits, I guess. I mean, I do have kind of an idea of how I want him to look like. It's kind of the little sketch I made in the thumbnail. That was just something I did in like, I don't know, 5 minutes. I looked up pictures of drawings of other people's tiefling characters. Because from what I know, there isn't really a physical trait guide to D&D characters, like for all the races and stuff. They don't have like, tieflings, they must have, this color of skin, they must be this tall, they must be whatever. I assume there is, but I just couldn't find any guide like that. And so, let me just turn the music off a little bit on my side. It's kind of distracting me. What was I saying? The character guides, yeah. All I know is that tieflings, they seem to not have normal human color scheme. Also, sort of like get a lot of ideas from Pinterest and fashion shows. Because I need to make this guy. Well, you see, I don't use Pinterest. I actually despise Pinterest. I don't use it. I don't have the habit of collecting references. It's always just either from my memory, my imagination, or if I really need a reference, I'll just look it up like right then and there. Why is it that every single time, the light in my room just went out for like a second? That was spooky. Anyway, for some reason, every single time there's freaking bots in the chat. I've been seeing these bots a lot in other people's streams as well. It's so fucking annoying. Anyway, what was I saying? Designing the character, something like that. Oh yeah, the references. Yeah, I don't like using references. I don't keep references anywhere. I don't use Pinterest. I have an account there, but I don't really use Pinterest. I just deleted. God fucking damn it. God damn it. No matter where we go, what social media platform, or whatever website we're on, it's always the bots. Should I I draw a front facing view? Or should I just give him a pose? I wonder. Let's just draw a front facing one first. Before the stream, like yesterday, last night, when I was like trying to prepare things for the stream, I thought about how the stream's gonna go, like, oh, I'm gonna start off by saying this, doing this, and then I'm gonna explain this, and then we might probably we will probably like, talk about this and whatnot. But now my mind is just completely blank. I don't know what I'm talking about. I wonder if playing D&D more and more is going to actually motivate me to caring more about my OCs. I'm not saying that I don't care about my current OCs. I do think about them every now and then, but I just don't really do much with them. But because D&D, from what I know, D&D is all about going with the flow. You have kind of a template for your character, and then as the story goes, as the dungeon master continues the story, as you and your friends go along the journey, you slowly kind of figure out your character's personalities and stuff like that. But I don't know. But I feel like it would help me in it would help me kind of design and write characters better, because I don't really do that well. Most of my OCs are actually just little pieces of my favorite characters smushed together. Like a lot of my OCs, you can actually find traits of my favorite characters in them somewhere. And I feel like that's not really a good way to design characters, because then it would. I fucking hate drawing legs, feet. What was I talking about? I've been zoning out a lot these days. I don't know what's happening to me, but I just forget what I'm talking about like halfway through my sentence a lot. Like even when I'm like thinking to myself, like I'm just like talking to myself inside my brain, I would be saying a sentence, and then halfway through I'll just stop, and then I just like all my memories are just gone, just like that, and I completely forget what I was trying to think about. I don't know why this is happening. Still trying to figure out what kind of outfit I should give him. He's a ranger, and I tried to look up like fantasy designs for ranger characters, like concept designs and stuff like that. They all look like pretty much the same, and that's a good thing, because that means I can as long as I follow some of the things they have, and my character will look like a ranger, but also I want to give him something unique. I am looking at references right now. One thing that I'm really confused about the tieflings, the race, is that their skin color seems like it's not like, because they're not completely human, so their skin color is always it's mostly purple and red from what I can see here. the other colors, I'm assuming it's because of their wait, no, that won't make any sense. Wait, I don't know the guidelines to making a tiefling character. Like tieflings must have. I know that they have horns, like demon horns, and seems like most of them have a tail. I think, and their skin color is different than normal human beings, and that's all I can see. I can't really see anything else from like other people's designs. I don't know, man. I don't know how to make OCs. I don't know how to make cool looking OCs. I always change my OC designs. Like after couple years, after a couple months, I just look back at my OC and I go, fucking despise this look. And I just give them a new design. So even like my OCs that I've had a long time, they still don't really have a consistent design. I keep changing it every single time. And I either dance me skills. I don't know. Would you like to? I don't. Is my anatomy really that well? I've gotten a lot of compliments on it, but I still think I make a lot of mistakes. I don't know how I got like most of my anatomy skills from. I might have just been staring at video game characters for too long. Okay, so this would be the base. This is gonna be a base. The horns. I never know how to design cool looking horns. In the thumbnail, I gave my character 4 horns, like 2 on each side, and it looks like it's kind of like this. How did I draw it again? Something like this? Yeah, like this, and on both sides. And I do think it's a cool one, but I don't. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm still kind of mad that yesterday when we were like designing our characters and we were like looking at all the races that you can choose from. I was thinking like even before the session started, I was thinking like, okay, D&D is all about like fantasy stuff, right? And so it would be safe to assume that there will be werewolves, right? You know, my favorite thing ever, werewolves. And so I was like, okay, if I don't know like what kind of character I want to play, I'm just gonna make another werewolf OC. I already have 2, but I'm just gonna make another one. Or maybe I just take one of mine and I just make him into a D&D character. I was thinking of that, but then we actually look at the races available for the free version anyway, and there were no werewolves, and I was so disappointed. I know I know you can play as a werewolf somewhere. I know you can like make custom templates, but I thought like they should have it like as one of the default choices, but apparently not. And instead we have all these other fantasy creature races that I have never heard of. But you know what? It's fine. Someday when I get better at playing D&D, I know what I'm actually doing. I'm just gonna make my own template and I'm gonna make a werewolf OC. I feel like I should, have more diversity in my OCs. Yeah, D&D's. It is like I know that you can pay money and like buy those packs, and you can get like more stuff that you can play as, or you can have like mods, or write your own template, write your own character stakes, your races or whatever. You can like design everything yourself. I know you can do that, but I thought that werewolves would be one of the default choices, because like if you think about fantasy and like monsters, creatures, the mythical beings or whatever, werewolves are one of the most common ones, right? And I thought it would be safe to assume that they would have werewolves, and I was like so excited, and then there wasn't, and I had to settle for the. I didn't want to choose the dragon. What's it called? Dragonoid? Not Dragonoid. Dragon. What's it called? I forgot the race name. Werewolf form. Yeah, I was gonna choose the dragon one. The one where you're like a kind of a humanoid dragon. You look like a dragon, but you stand on your four legs. Four legs. You could stand on two legs. I was gonna choose that, but because my classmates, excluding me, I'm supposed to be a girl in real life, so excluding me and my sister, everyone else, including the dungeon master, which was our teacher, they were all guys. I was like, okay, I looked at all the races, and I was like, okay, it is quite obvious that someone is going to play as a dragon one. I was like, okay, I don't want to bump with someone else. I don't want to be the same as someone else, because then it would be, it would not be that balanced in a way, because like even though D&D is all about you role play as a character, you get to be a cool fantasy character in the fantasy world, but still it's still a RPG game, right? So in an RPG game, your team needs to be as balanced as you can, just so you guys don't just die when you like get into combat. And so I thought for a while, and I looked at all the other races. There were a lot of the ones where I'm pretty sure I wouldn't know how to play well. So I settled on the tieflings. I thought we were going to have another tiefling. I thought I was going to bump into another tiefling in our team anyway, but thankfully not. There were 5 of us. I was a tiefling. My sister was a bard. There were 2 dragonoids. I really don't remember what the race is called. The dragon one. There were 2 of them, and the last one was a Goliath. And so, looking at this team, I already know that we're going to get into so much trouble because all of us are basically offensive characters. Like, I know you can if you play a different class, then you can still kind of balance it out. But it didn't matter in the end, because we were still, even after choosing our classes, we were all still like more offense based, because of course it is. All of us are guys. No, none of the guys like to play as support or a healer. So what ended up happening was I was a ranger tiefling. My sister is a what was it called? Oh, she was a bard. Yeah, that's the class. So the race was the water elemental one. I forgot what that one's called. And she was the bards are kind of more of a support character than healing one. So but I thought maybe we would still be fine. It's okay. We have a support character. But then the other 3, the Goliath was a barbarian. Makes sense. Understandable. The 2 dragonoids, one of them was a monk, and the other one was, what was the other one? A fighter, yes. And so we're all basically offensive ones, except for my sister, who is a support. And after we all decided on our characters, we made all the necessary stuff. Like we haven't decided on like the appearances and stuff yet, but we were basically done with all the classes and the races and stuff like that. And so after we were done, my teacher was like, "Okay, I have this like little one shot story I made myself, and I was wondering if you guys want to just have a quick little play right now, just so you can actually experience how the game is like." And we were like, "Yeah, sure, we have time. Let's just play for a little bit." And so, it was a really typical story. We were at a bar and some stuff happened, and then bad guys show up, and yeah, this is a combat. Now we get to learn about the combat. The end of the combat, I was at half health. I had 11th health, and I was at like 6 or 5. My sister and another guy was down. The other two were just going around killing everyone. It was a mess. It was a big mess. D&D is so confusing but interesting. Yeah, it is very interesting. The most fun part is that I get to be the weeaboo I am. And I get to roleplay, I get to talk, I get to say things that I normally don't get to say. I get to be cool. I'll say that but I'm not actually, I almost died. I feel like if I didn't move away, at one point I had to back away and try to get one of the injured people. I wanted to try and get one of the injured people out, and so I backed away, and I was like far away from where all the enemies were. If I didn't back away, I feel like I would have died. What was I talking about? There I go again, forgetting what I was talking about. I really can't remember what I was talking about. Anyway, there was a really funny thing that happened when we were creating our characters. Like you can like give your own characters like their icons, the profile picture. You can make your own, like you can upload your own pictures, right? And so the Dragonoid fighter, the guy, the picture he put was, he uploaded it himself. He didn't use one of the default ones. And it's understandable if you have a picture that's like fitting for your character. Go ahead, use it. It's better because you get to have a unique character. But the picture he put was fucking Jetstream Sam for Metal Gear Rising. And he was one of the cutscenes where he was like really smug, and when I saw it, I had to mute myself and laugh for a couple of minutes before I could go back. He's supposed to be playing a Dragonoid fighter who is kind of like a ninja. That's what he explained. And I just sat there like, you fucking idiot, Sam is not even a ninja. And he doesn't even look dragony either. He just looks like a cyborg. I was laughing so hard. I didn't want to ask like, oh, why did you choose that picture of Sam? Because I didn't know the guy. There was a couple of guys that I've never met before, and so I was trying to be like, I didn't want to seem weird. And so I just ignore it and pretend I didn't recognize the character. But Jesus Christ, I didn't expect to see anyone like actually using any of their original pictures. Well, not original, but like uploading their own pictures. I wanna make my character. I wanna give him a crop top, something like that. But I don't know how I can do that without anyone questioning my character. Is the stream lagging? I think the stream is lagging. Are we back? Are we good? I think we're good enough. Um, I don't really know how I should design the outfit. The idea I have in mind is just a really typical fantasy I guess hunter looking outfit with a like a little cape, a little hood, and like some belts here and there. Just say it's Striker Echoes. Maybe I can do that. Yeah. I don't know. You know, because like that I'm playing with like my classmates and people who like actually not like they know me in real life, but they assume I'm just a normal sane human being. and, and so I am trying very hard not to you know put too much of my own personal interests into my AT&T character. I want to give him like some sort of clip right here, and the cape would be coming from here, like it would be stuck here, and something like this. This is a really bad sketch of what I'm trying to do, but I don't know how to design anything, to be honest. Some days, sometimes, I become like the biggest brain person on earth, and some days I just don't know what I'm doing. What's even these kind of capes? Are they called ponchos? Is that what they're called? I forgot. Kind of like ponchos. I want to make it a little bit more interesting. I either do this, maybe something like this. And here it would be like this. Maybe something like this. And then it would be a I actually forgot what my character has on him, like his equipments and stuff. I'm just gonna go look it up real quick. Because since we're like beginners, um my teacher just told us to like use anything default and like suggested by the character creation thing. Um and so our equipments are all really basic stuff, and we're like level 1 anyway, so we don't have a lot yet. Just gonna check. I remember he has a pack somewhere. He has a pack, and he also has some kind of chest. I don't know what. I don't know how I'm supposed to carry around the chest, but he has a chest. Yep, I have a chest. I have equipments, my clothes, my armor, my weapons, and then I have a backpack with most of the daily stuff that I need, like utility stuff, like the beds, rations, torch, whatever. So I need to have a backpack somewhere. And then I have a chest. I don't know what this chest is. I don't know what this chest is supposed. Am I supposed to carry this chest on me? I have no idea. Holy symbol! I have a cross in my chest. I have holy water. I should be carrying around holy water as a tiefling. I would kill myself. Okay, make it a little backpack. Yeah, I was thinking like comically small backpack. Yeah, it is like pulls a Doraemon and just like everything he can keep it in that small little backpack. Because like he's a ranger, right? And rangers are supposed to be be really stealthy. You're supposed to move around really quickly, so I don't think I should give him like a big backpack, like at the back, something like this. So it's definitely going to be either something like this, one of these, or it's going to be a belt over here, and there's going to be the backpack. It's just going to be back here, something like that. I just don't know what this chest is supposed to be. Am I supposed to bring this chest around me? Chests are like, am I correct to assume this chest is like treasure chest? You know, like you know, this kind of big treasure chest. Is this what a chest is in D&D? Am I bringing that everywhere I go? That doesn't seem logical. But I seem to have a lot of really important stuff here. I have a crowbar, I have a hammer, I have the cross, I have the holy water. Manacles. What's a manacle? I have no idea what that is. Mirror and steel. Social? What do you mean social? Oil flask. Steak. Tinderbox. I have no idea what these things are. Tinderbox, is that like a matchbox? Oh, I can click on it, I forgot. Like in Genshin, you know, it's a tiny chest. But how? So the chest I drew just now, am I supposed to be carrying that out around on me? Why do you have a I have no idea! It's one of the default ones, because like all my equipments are all the default options, like when you go to the equipment screen on your character creation, you can choose equipments, and it would ask you like, okay, for the weapons, do you want a short sword, or do you want an axe or something like it depends on your class. You get to choose like what kind of equipments you want. You can have that, and then you have because I'm a ranger, I have a close combat weapon, which I have 2 short swords. I forgot what the other one was. I have a longbow, and I don't remember what the other one was either, but I assume it's a close combat weapon and a long range weapon. And then I also get to choose what did I get to choose? The backpack. I remember you get to choose 2 kinds of backpack. One is the one I have, which is like most of the typical day-to-day survival stuff you need. And then the other one is more for like exploring dungeons and stuff. You have a lot of like pickaxe and stuff like that, if I remember correctly. And the DM suggested, since we are all beginners, he suggested us to all choose the survival one. And I don't know how, but the chest was one of the default options, and I had to have one. I wasn't able to like just tick it off and not carry around it, and so I just have a cross and a holy water flask inside my chest that can probably kill me whenever, because I'm a tiefling. This is insane. I didn't even see that yesterday. A tinderbox. This is a small container holds. This small container holds flint, fire, steel, and tinder. Usually dry cloths soaked in light oil, used to kindle a fire. I see. Okay, so the tinderbox is just stuff that I use to light a fire. I see. So the torch is not. I need the tinderbox and the torch to get it to fire. I see. What's this? Sticks made out of wood, typically found in a Monster Hunter's pack. What's a stick? Steak, not steak. Steak. I have a piece of steak in my chest. A steak. I have no idea what that is. I don't know a lot of these things. I assume I need to learn about it more, just so I can have an idea of what kind of stuff I can use. Well, when the situation comes. Wait, I have a class. I'm gonna be back later. Good luck with game. Thank you for coming. Good luck in class. See you later. D&D is about. I mean, I do, but also because like all the stories and stuff are like decided by the dungeon masters, and so basically, typically saying uh, anything could happen, and so I wonder if I should actually take some time and read up stuff. Like probably not the handbook. The handbook is just way too long. I would go insane if I read that. I'll probably have to just find some time, sit here and read through my inventory stuff, just to make sure I am aware of the stuff I have in my inventory and I'm aware of the things I can do. So no. Like if I'm someone that's going to be, because I'm a ranger, um, I can go in and out of close combat and long range combat. I can either stay back and just shoot people if they're far enough with my longbow, or I can get in close and stab at my short sword. So I assume no matter what I do, I should have enough mobility, and I shouldn't restrict my movements too much. So I feel like the backpack, if I do this one, it's gonna be this thing is gonna be swinging around a lot when I do really big moves like jumping around, climbing, dodging attacks or whatever. So I think I'm gonna go with the one that's like on my hips. I I sometimes I refer to my character in a third person point of view. Like I say him instead of me, and then sometimes I just default to me. I have no idea why. I mean, people play D&D differently. Like some people, they're like me. We just make a cool character that that's just cool, and we just play it because it's fun, and we get to be someone that we're probably never gonna be. And some people, they just make that themselves, but as a fantasy character. And I assume those people, they probably refer to their characters as themselves a lot. I don't know where I was going with this. I wanna make his cape into a shape that's like this. Something like this. It kinda looks like Venti's cape. Yeah, I think it looks good. Maybe something like this would work, yeah. Something like this. Yeah, it's cute enough, and it doesn't really restrict my movements that much. Like it still raise my hand up like this. That's a really, really bad hand. I can raise my hand like this, and then the cape will go like this. Yeah, that's good. So I should probably wait. I should probably design a face first. I still haven't decided on how he should. I thought of it a while. I don't know if I want to give him like long hair or short hair, and if like give him long hair, I don't know if I want to give him like tie it up or just let it go loose or something like that. So many choices. Don't really know what to give him. I don't think see a lot of like short hair tieflings. Well, there is, but most of the default ones on the D&D website, they're all long-haired ones. I don't know. Do I want to give him long hair? Really like hairstyles that have just loose hairs like falling all over the place. I think it looks really nice. Something like this, baby. Maybe I should do the same thing I did with the floats. I draw these on a separate layer instead. Layer. So this one would be the front hair would be pulled back, maybe tied into a tiny little ponytail or something like that, clipped up at the back. Just hair strands here and there. Then the back here would be I could keep it maybe one-sided. Maybe I could give him a hairstyle that's like close to my persona. No, not this one. Realize that I've probably been mumbling a lot. I don't even know if the if the microphone like picked up my voice that well. I'm sorry if I was just like mumbling and none of you can like actually hear what I'm talking about. So short hair will look like this. Just gonna give this off a little bit to see how it looks like. I think I like the long hair more. Why make the hair even longer? My character, he has a really emo, kind of emo, personality. For the personality stuff, I chose the one that's called like the haunted one for him, and so he's like, he's like, kind of traumatized by something that happened in his past, and so right now he's just like really dark and gloomy. Doesn't trust people much, stuff like that. You know, typical traumatized guy personality. Not because I like to be dark and gloomy all the time, but mostly because I felt like this is the only one that suited my character. Because the other ones, well, like there was one where your character would be like really religious, and not religious to like just whatever higher being that you can choose. It's like mostly limited to celestial beings, which are like God and angels and whatnot. And like my character is supposed to be a tiefling, and so he's like half demon, and I thought that it wouldn't really make sense for a tiefling to praise God, right? I mean, there are characters like that. It is interesting when characters like that exist, but since I am a beginner at role playing, designing D&D characters, backstories, whatever, I thought I shouldn't go with something so I guess complicated. I like this hairstyle, but I feel like because I wanted to be like this long, it would be kind of too long, and it would probably get in the way. Maybe I could tie it up. Yeah, I don't. Anyway, but yeah, and so one of the personality stuff was the religious one. There was another one where you're like really well versed in basically everything. Like your character would be they would read a lot of books, they know a lot of knowledge, they're like really intelligent and stuff like that. And I could have an intelligent character, of course, but I'm not intelligent myself. I'm not that smart myself, so I feel like I wouldn't be able to play my character well. And so I looked through. I forgot what the other ones are, and so I looked through everything, and the only one that I feel like suited my character the most and suited like my play style the most was the haunted one, and so I just went with it. And still haven't really figured out his backstory and all that stuff. I have a general idea. Because for the haunted one, your character is like haunted by something that happened in the past, either something that they did, and they're like they feel really guilty about it, or it's something that happened to them, or someone that they know and they're just like really traumatized by it. And you get to choose like other like personality traits they have, and so I chose a couple of them, and I was like trying to like make it as comprehensible as possible. I didn't want it to be just a mess. Like my characters was like I don't want him to have like conflicting personality traits. So what I ended up having was, I wonder if I can check it right now because I don't actually remember specifically what I chose. Can I just look at that somewhere? But yeah, I've been trying to think of a story for like what's he traumatized about, and one of the personality things I chose was he doesn't believe in like well, it's not like he doesn't believe, he doesn't trust like spiritual beings, and I thought I could make it something like something similar to religion trauma, I suppose. Like maybe something happened. It's the whole thing that a lot of the games and story nowadays they like to do. Like the angels are actually the one like evil. That are evil. I wanted to make a story that's something like that. So he might have I don't know, gotten kidnapped by one of these spiritual religion, whatever the hell, and gotten treated badly by them ever since young, and also he's like traumatized by the whole thing, something like that. That's basically all I have for him right now. I like this hairstyle. I just make another quick sketch from another end. I don't really know how people can, actually design a character in like such a short time. Like some people, they can get most of what they want for their character down in like just a couple hours. But for me, like whenever I make OCs, it takes me like not even days or months. It takes me years before I, actually feel happy with how they turned out. Like with all of their designs, their personalities, and their backstory and whatnot. It takes me years to be happy with my OC. Not only because I don't really, do much with them often, but also because I just don't really know how to make an OC. I feel like the only OC I have right now that's like somewhat completed is completed as in like they have a at least a backstory that's like somewhat it's vague, but it makes sense, and and they actually have something, and they also have like a design that's even when I redesign them, they still look almost the same. I feel like the only OC I have right now like that is my werewolf OC, my first werewolf OC, Lucifer. And I've had him since like what, 2017, 2018? 2017. It's been 5 fucking years and I still haven't actually like started his story. I I don't know, man. I don't really know how to do anything with OCs. I make his eyes a little bit. Give him that tired look. Like I've been through shit, and I still go through shit every now and then. That kind of look. Make him his eyebrows. I really wish I had some sort of designing guide. Tieflings. Because like I'm thinking because like for races like noms and the Goliaths and stuff like that. It's kind of like decided that gnomes are all really small, really tiny. They're small people, and the Goliaths are like towering, huge giants. And so whenever you design your character, you would have I guess kind of a limit to like how they look. Not really a limit. What's the word? Like you have a guideline. Yeah, I guess you have a guideline as to like how your character can look like. Because like for tieflings, am I allowed to like, I don't know, make him like 8 feet tall? I don't know that. I don't think I've seen any guides on like the physical traits of all the races and stuff. And I can only base it on like, common sense. But I don't really have that much common sense regarding fantasy stuff because I don't really care about fantasy. Except for werewolves. Like that's it. That's the only thing I care about from like fantasy stuff. Face syndrome when I design like my OCs, but I don't know how to do that. So most of my OCs actually just look the same. Because I have to make sure that not only do they look different, but I also have to make it like anatomic Anat anatomically correct? Is that how you pronounce it? I have no idea. How do I want to make the horns from a side view? I wonder. You can probably horns are hard. So hard. Okay, I'm gonna move you down just a little bit. It would be a lot easier if I had a 3D model that I can manipulate. But unfortunately, neither do I know a program that can let me do that easily. Aside from Blender, where I have to, model everything myself. But also, my laptop, my graphics card is like so painfully weak. I doubt I can use anything like that. Really, really wish my laptop is strong enough to do 3D stuff. I really wanted to be that kind of artist where I know enough about 3D where I can make my own 3D models of like OCs and stuff or whatnot, and I can make them in like a style that looks like somewhat similar to my 2D style, and so I can have like a, basically a reference model whenever I need it. No, just the angle, right? I can have a, like let's say for this horn, like I can model it like this, and I turn to the side, and I kind of fix like how I want the angles to look, the horns to look like on the side angles, and then whenever I need to draw him in like a certain angle, I can just pull out the model and just turn him around, and then I would be able to know like, oh, the horns, they look like this from a certain angle, and it would be so much easier. It would be so much easier to have something like that, but fortunately, my laptop is too weak for that. Neither do I have the knowledge or patience to actually make a full, completely original 3D model. I wish I did. I really wish I did. It would make my life so much easier. I think this looks good. Kind of looks more like a. It kind of looks more like a dragon's horn more than a demon. Again, this is a problem I have. I don't have like a certain guideline as to how like things can look like. Demon horns. Well, I mean, for like demons, it's either a typical like straight or curved horn, or it's something like goats. You know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna keep him like this. try and draw the other side. This was too tall. This part. Tiny. So the horn would go like this. Yep. Yep. Oh my. How do I draw this? Oh dear. OBS is disconnected. Are we back? Are we good? Are we back? I have no idea. Yeah, we're back. Okay. It's so scary whenever the streaming is doing my own thing, and suddenly at the corner of my screen I see Windows telling me that OBS disconnected. It's so scary. Every streamer's worst nightmare. I don't even remember what I was talking about before this. Little ponytail? And the rest of school like this. Actually, it's like kind of weird. Fix this by making a completely new sketch. Should go like this. Everything goes so well that I finish designing my character in like, I don't know, an hour or two. What else do I do in a stream? I could just end it there, or I could do something else. That's what I was thinking. Like, oh, what should I do? And I went on Twitter. And I was like, hey guys, do you have like any requests or whatever? You know, let me know. Maybe I'll draw in the stream tomorrow. And I got a couple. But I don't even know if I can draw stream today. I guess later, after I do, maybe if I finish like the general design, I'm gonna take a break drawing this, and maybe I'll do cool, my brain just short circuited there. I'll do the requests. There we go. Do I make his hair color? Do I make his hair curly? I think I love is from what I know, from what I saw and read on the website, I remember it said something like tieflings have completely blacked out eyes that are either yellow, red, and some other color that I don't remember. But I've also seen like other people's other people's tiefling designs, and they have like normal human pupils. I'm getting a lot of mixed messages from like the official website and from like fan created designs. I assume they're fan created, most of them are. Whatever, I'm just gonna do my own thing. I could have a blacked out, hollow eye character, since I don't think I have an OC like that yet. I mean, most of my OCs are like human beings. Well, they look like human beings. They look like normal human beings. Sometimes maybe a couple here and there. In a good way, weird looking OCs. I don't think I actually have a non-human looking OC. Not that I still, remember or, want to expand on anyway. I probably had, like, wolf OCs back in the day. I really don't know what I should do with his hair. Do I give him undercut? Can I give him the undercut? I really like undercuts. I really want to get an undercut myself. But I can't. Because everyone else around me would be like, "Hey, what the fuck you doing? What you doing getting your hair is already so short, but you're still cutting it shorter." I don't wanna deal with that shit. Someday I'll get a card. This hairstyle is looking more and more like Sakamoto Ryoma from Yugago to Grishin. If I do this is literally just Ryoma's hair. No, let's not do that. Flip something like that right here. So the hair tied up blends together with the rest of his hair. Yeah, that looks good. Stream disconnecting again. No, it's not. Okay, thank God. One hour? An hour? Almost 20 minutes? I still haven't mentioned my character's name. I mean, it's not really a name that I came up myself. It's one of the auto-generated ones. So I still don't really know if I want to settle on the name. I've already used it in the game yesterday. I guess I should stick with it. Name is Various. I'm writing it down here so I don't forget. I had another name before this, because both of them are automatic generated, but before I settled on the name Darius, he had the name Amenos. All of these are generated names, but they sound pretty cool, and I was thinking like maybe I could make, Amenos his last name, something like that. I like any name that starts with an X. It just looks really cool. So that's why I also have another OC with a name that starts with X. I just don't see it often in like normal human names. The letter X. So when you do see it, it's just like, it's really cool. I think I've met any person with like a English name that has the letter X. The X is a really, I guess, typical letter to use in like Chinese. I'm not sure about Malay, but Chinese is like really, pretty typical. A lot of the Chinese words start with X, like xiao for small. XIAO is probably like one of the most commonly used names, especially for girls. That's your fact for the day. I don't know where I was going with this. Why did I draw knights? Let me just look at more references. I don't wanna accidentally end up making my character look like an Assassin's Creed character. I don't wanna make Zarius into an Assassin's Creed character. But I do want to give him a hood. Because hoods are cool and cute. I do want to give him a hood. Have I been? No, I haven't been. I just switched to this layer just now. So this is... The hood would need to have really big holes for his horns to get through. Maybe I can make... Maybe should I get this one? I'm gonna make these horns smaller. Let's... Is that balance? This. Oh wait, I've been drawing on the wrong layer the whole time. One of the mistakes that every single digital artists have made at least once in their life. Drawing on the wrong fucking layer. Big at the ears. For debate, okay. I'm definitely giving him earrings. That's a must. Up, droopy, droopy. I wonder. I could make it like this if I wanted to, but I don't think that really suits him. And these are more like animal ears, like goat ears, I guess. I'm gonna give him a more elf looking ear. Make him Link from Legend of Zelda. Dangly ones. Just a simple little stuff. Maybe some. I've really been mumbling a lot today, huh? I don't know why. I'm kind of trying to keep talking just so I don't zone out again. I feel like I'm on the edge of zoning out like every single second. I am trying so hard, so hard to focus on what's in front of me right now. If I wasn't streaming right now, I feel like I would have just stared at my walls like for an hour now, just doing absolutely nothing. I don't know I don't know what's been happening. I think his eyes really scary. Scary, sharp. His eyebrows. Should I give him something special for his eyebrows? This would be Ito's eyebrows. Maybe not. Maybe not. Something like this. Maybe. Maybe. Buybacks. Definitely. Why did I say definitely? None of my OCs have buybacks. Mostly because I have them as well, so I just kind of draw them on my OCs as well, out of habit. I'm gonna give it really long eyelashes just because I can. Since I'm thinking about keeping his eyes hollowed out, I should probably make his eyes like interesting. Wait, now the ears are too big. boy. I really do feel like I can just zone out any second and just let the stream go, and I just like sit here in silence. So I feel like I might have to end the stream earlier today. Normally I would stream like right up until I have to go and shower, but I think I have to turn off the stream early today. I'm also really tired for some reason. I slept enough today. Oh boy. I haven't even gotten to his clothes yet. Been drawing for what? An hour and a half, I still haven't gotten to his clothes. I need to decide how I want to give him what kind of clothes I need to give him. I have leather armor, if I remember correctly. Yeah, my armor is leather, so I need to have some sort of leather on me. The must. There's an armor here. In the references I'm looking, that looks really cool. But if I were to give Zarius this, I would despise drawing him. It's just a bunch of belts slapped together. Let me just copy this image. Like, just look at this shit. If I gave him this, I would hate drawing him. So I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna do something else. I keep seeing. I googled fantasy ranger design concept, and so I keep seeing Power Rangers. That's the wrong ranger I'm looking for. Not a lot of good designs that I'm vibing to. How should I do this? Okay, give him a leather. What's it called? Chest piece. Right here. Maybe a belt here. Another belt here. Do the triangle thing. Maybe not that low. Higher here. Belt here. Just realized I haven't saved yet. This is very dangerous, so let me just save real quick. Oh boy. Here. Where are my layer? Eto. Okay, there we go. How do I make this look good? Eto. Rangers seem to have a lot of the Rangers design I see here seem to have a lot of belts on them. And well, I guess that's something I have to keep in mind. Where's the thing that I saw just now? Sorry if I sound like I'm like eating the microphone right now. I'm like right beside it because I want to get closer to the screen better. All right, there's not a lot of. I thought I saw something that I wanted. Whatever. I'm just gonna pick something up. Something. It's not. Well, goes from here. Well, it goes up here. Yeah, something like that. Whatever. I don't really know how to design cool and unique things. I keep saying that. I keep saying that. I genuinely don't think I'm good at designing. It's my dream job to make character designs for games and stuff. Yeah, but also I'm not really that good at it. Like a lot of the times, designs I make don't really make sense. Practically, is that the word? Like, if I were to wear this in real life, it would just not work. I guess most character designs are like that. Like a lot of the good-looking ones. Not all of them make sense, so I guess that's fine. But also, I really like it when artists they design characters with outfits that they like explain how they put on the clothes, the characters how they put on the clothes, and it actually makes sense. All of it works. I really like things like that, so I really want to try and be able to draw something like that. Okay, so this would need a chest, armor, whatever. Now to the actual outfit. I'm gonna make it center one. Wait, what if I give him like child's shirt? Am I drawing another role? Oh, I drew another role. Maybe this area empty. I'm a lefty. No, I'm not a lefty. I'm a righty. Why did I say I'm a lefty? I'm a righty. So I'm gonna give him. Gonna make his belt go like this. Wait, that wouldn't be that practical, would it? I was thinking like I could put the backpack here because I'm a right-hander, so it would be easier for his right hand to reach for the backpack. But what if my hands are tied? What if my right hand is in trouble? And I need to use my left hand for that. And I wouldn't be able to reach that well. I'm looking at references again. Yeah, I have two swords. So I need to have like two. What I call these? It, packs, not packs. Don't, sheets. There we go. Sheets. My this. How do I go about making this? How short is it? How short is it? On 211? That's really short. This looks pretty long. Yeah, okay, okay. So it's yeah, and then I can would make his silhouette a lot more complicated, too messy. Because he would have his horns, he would have his little cape and his tail, and you have two more things over here to block his arms. Can't really see that well. Maybe just strap it on his thigh. Oops. I really, really, really wish my school had. Really wish my school had gave us classes that teach us more about character designs. We had it a little bit, just a little bit last semester. One of the classes. It's about digital illustration, and we did kind of learn about character designing. And it was fun. It was great. I really liked the class. I learned a lot about character designing, uh, like color palettes, the silhouette, making like concept art, character sheets, and stuff like that. It was fun. It was really fun. But also, I didn't get to learn a lot from it. Not enough, I think. I really wanted. So I'm just gonna his pants look like? Eh. I have leather armor, so it would probably make sense for me to have leather pants. I wanted to give him like what do you call it? Thigh-high boots, because it seems like that's what some of the rangers here have, and you know, thigh-high stuff is always good. But since I need to have my my short swords on my thighs, strapped to my thighs, can't really do that. Well, yeah, it's kind of weird. Bots, stop fucking coming into my streams. I should report the bots. They're really fucking annoying. Because the one thing that I always don't really know how to design. I'm supposed to be stealthy, but I really want to give him heals. Not really high ones, of course. Maybe just one of these. To be honest, I've seen it on some books, like even real life ones, not like fictional character designs. I've seen it on real ones, and I don't get why, other than it looks cool. You know what? I don't know much about fashion anyway. Don't think I'm allowed to speak on it. I'm gonna do something to the shoes. Give it some design. Well, the easiest thing to do would be add the, the what do you call it, shoelaces. My sugar gliders were fighting a bit, I think. I wonder if I can add so much belt to Zarius that he looks like a Final Fantasy character. That'd be so funny. So funny. Still watching. Yeah, I know you're still here. I can see that. I'm just gonna hold on. I'm gonna get up and look at my sugar gliders a bit. Be right back. Like the high it felt okay. I'm gonna be wearing leather pants. Sure. Like a little bit. Okay. And the next thing. One thing that I've seen from all the Ranger character concept designs I found on Google, a lot of them have a lot of belts. Like, there's one, I don't know if I can find it. There's one where there's just a lot of belts dangling for no real reason. Where is it? Where did I see it? I mean, it looks cool. It's just not really, I wouldn't say practical, but like they serve no purpose other than look cool. And you know, I can respect that. I get it. You know, wanting to make your characters look cool, and like when people ask like, "Oh, why does it have this?" and you just like, you can just reply like, because it looks cool. I understand that. I do that sometimes. Can't find it. Am I blind? I might be blind. Can't fucking find it. What's the point of it? These two are for strapping my short swords. His short swords. Because I literally drew a diagram here to sure it makes sense. Because like if I were to only strap this one, I guess it would work. But I want to make it cool. That's literally the only reason I want to make it. If I, because like let's say if I erase these swords would just be dangling around. Because like this would just be like, a wallet chain basically, and it would be strapped onto his belt here and back here. But here, you don't have anything keeping the swords in place, so I feel like it would be moving around a lot. And I don't, I'm supposed to be a ranger. He's supposed to be a ranger, and rangers are kind of supposed to be really mobile, and they're like really stealthy. And so I just wanted to make sure he can do that. That's better than my cool now. I listen. I'm not the one who started the whole belts, adding hundreds of belts on character designs looks cool thing. I'm not the one who started that. It will be Mr. Nomura who started that, the character designer for Final Fantasy and Kingdom Hearts. It will be him who started it. So it's not my fault. I do think he overdoes it sometimes. Like if you've seen what was her name? Is Lulu from not Lulu? Is it Lulu from Final Fantasy X? That lady has so much fucking belts on her dress. Yes, it's a fucking dress. It doesn't make any sense, but she looks cool. Be too mobile the pants. Be too mobile? What do you mean be too mobile? I don't really know what to do with the pants. I feel like I was just planning to give him like simple leather pants. And shoes and freaking hate drawing shoes. Any good looking references on Google. They all look so. Some of them look more like knights than rangers. They have like metal armor on them, and I don't have that. I have leather armor. And the others, they just look like treasure hunters kind of pants. Booty shorts. I can't give him booty shorts. I can't do that. Short pants means be cut by grass. Yeah. I can't give him short pants. It would be really easy to move around. Yes, but also I would get hurt more easily. Yes, so I can't do that. I really don't know what I'm doing. Leather pants, it's long. And it looks good. Maybe I really want to like add some patterns, like maybe on his pants, maybe on the what's this called, a cape. But I don't know how to design patterns on. If you can't, I will. Just go and make your OOC then. You can give your OC's booty shots all you want. It's your business. None of my business. You can do whatever I want. Legs are legs are so much fun. Really take off these. I really don't want the swords to just be dangling around. I don't know if this makes sense either. No, I don't think I just need something to keep these belts, I guess, locked in, so they don't like fling around when he moves. So don't know what to do with the shirt. No. These references I look like they really do all look like Assassin's Creed characters. But like they're all green. So it's like a green Assassin's Creed character. I think there was someone who wore green in Assassin's Creed. I can't remember. A lot of them have these. They have like dangly cloths right here. Sometimes even here, like on the side, something like this. Um, I don't think that can work with my design here. I already have a lot of things going on. To make sure I don't have too many things going on. Just now, when I was trying to decide, we have backpack. We have a backpack, right? When I was trying to decide where to put the backpack, I was trying to decide if I could like give him a small little bag like this, put it at the back, at the hips here, and then my friend said, "Oh, give him a comically small pouch, like small, tiny one, like right here, and then keep everything inside." Become Doraemon. I don't like to use too many layers when I draw. I forget like what's on what layer. Clothes. What should I do with the clothes? A lot of the designs I see, they have like some sort of vest, like a vest like this, or this, like a shape somewhere similar to this, and then there's like some kind of jacket here, and then here they just like go insane on the details, the patterns. So I guess I can do that. Think I'm a little too much. supposed to be running around really quickly. He's supposed to be running around really quickly, so he can't be too weak. That's gonna be hard. Oh, arms. I need to give him arm guards. Most typical one would be like this. How do archer gloves look like again? They cover the first 3 fingers, do they? I forgot. I forgot. Oh no, just 2. 3. 2? 3? 2? Ah, there's different kinds of archer gloves. Arrows, you use 3 fingers. You use the thumb, use the index finger, and use the middle finger. For what I know. And you only use it with your thumb hand. So I guess I'm gonna give him 2 different gloves on each hand. This one would be just a typical leather glove, fingerless leather glove. So I can have some grip on my swords when I use them. Because I don't want to be MiHoYo and make all my designs, every single thing on my design asymmetrical. Something about the pants is bothering me. What if I give him Dante's pants? DMC for Dante pants. No. No. What should I do for the pants? I guess just a simple leather pant would do, but also I wanna make it special somehow. Not special, I wanna make it a little more unique. High-waisted pants? No. I need a belt here on the backpacks, so let me just do this. Yeah. Just a little more. Been 2 hours. I'm still not even done with the base sketch. Okay, maybe I can do this. This would be a zip. Do they have zips? Is that a stupid question to ask? Do they use zips? These are fantasy characters, yeah, but their outfits, the clothings, most of the time they look really traditional, and zippers are kind of like really a more modern looking thing. Maybe a dagger kit I felt on this style or something. Yeah, I was thinking like I know I was thinking like just this, but also like the whole sword. The whole sword is depending on this one little belt right here. And like I have nothing else to. The only other thing I can do is maybe this, so that the belt here can be secure and don't like fall off the leg or something like that. I guess I can do that. I don't know. I just wanted to make it look interesting. Like I can do this, then I drag a line down here, little button here. This will be DMC2 done this belts like this, and then this would be a normal here. Better. That is sword. Yeah, this is sword. The sword sheath. You know the sheath, and then you have the sword, the handle right here, and the sheath right here, and then you take the sword here, and then you put it out. This is just a little diagram for me to understand the design myself. Oh yeah, I have two sword. I have two short sword. I have two short sword, and then I have one longbow. Yeah. I have 20 arrows, one longbow, two short swords. That's why I have two of them. I have two of them here. You bard ma, you sing song ma, I ranger go out fight ma. So I have two sword lor. Damn, the thing that I most afraid of doing on streaming just happened. Because I was talking to my sister, I spoke in Malaysian English. Oh god. Well, Taro, you always said that you wanted to hear how we Malaysians speak English. I guess you get to hear it now. I don't know. How should I make the swords? I'm assuming since they're swords, I can't make them look like daggers. Even if I do, I have to make them look like really big daggers. They're gonna. That's not exposing, that's just something that you've always told me you wanted to hear, and now you get to hear it. Since you always ask me like, what's the difference about like Malaysian English and normal English, and I didn't know how to explain it to you through text, and now you get to hear it. Like honestly, it's not even like specific Malaysian people who only speak English like this. Apparently, Indonesians also do this a little bit, and obviously, is Singaporeans, because like Singapore is like so close to us. It's kind of, if you know who Uncle Roger is, the way he speaks is like exactly how we Malaysians speak. Kidding though. Yeah, sure. Culture exchange. Yeah, you're from America and I'm from Malaysia, so we exchange our cultures. Not the once again. Is there a way to like let YouTube, be able to determine themselves like what's a bot and what's not a bot? Is there nothing like that? It's really fucking annoying that these bots just keeps coming in key smashing and then doing nothing else. Well, I guess it's better than those spots that are like advertising you malware. Still, it's really fucking annoying. Talk about you guys a lot. Yeah. Yeah, I mentioned you a lot to my family. I just call you my American friend. Because it's not wrong, but still. You're not my only American friend, but you are the American friend. I hope you're honored by that. Just sitting here, she gave me a mod. Yeah, I guess I can send you as a mod. I mean, my chat is not even that big most of the time. It's always like maybe three of you who I actually know and I actually talk to, and then there's like maybe some strangers that come in and don't really comment or like interact with anything. I'm not until the point where I have to, have a bunch of people to help me look at everything all at once, while I'm like busy doing things myself. I mean, since I'm drawing, I don't really have to. I can stop anytime, so it's still okay. Fucking find a shirt. Wait, no, it's not even on either side. Yeah, I was supposed to be drawing the swords. I looked up references for the swords. I forgot! Do I want a stabby short sword, or do I want a slicey dicey short sword? Well, I feel like a slicey dicey one would be better. Since I feel like swinging a sword around is a lot more easier and convenient than stabbing with a sword. Since, slicing, I can cover more ground. Area. Stabbing, I can. Well, it's almost the same, I guess. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm not a professional in swords. Are these slicey ones even short swords? Because I see two kinds of short swords. I see this one. It's kind of where the handle is like this. Then this is sword, right? So this one, the one is this one, and then the other one is, a really typical Western sword where, you have the handles like this, and then the sword is like this kind of shape. Personally, I like these more. Because I don't know, they just look cooler. But like, which one is the right one? I don't know. I like the curvy swords. Maybe because actually remind me of, katanas. Katanas are cool. So it would be like this. Ah, whoops! It's knocked over the mic. Sorry. I was trying to imagine myself like pulling out the sword, so I don't like mess up the direction. Hopefully the mic falling down didn't like make a really painful noise for you guys. I didn't hear anything. My hand is really itchy. Something bit me. Wait, I made a sword a little too big. Short swords, from what I understand, you handle them with just one hand. So, you don't really. They shouldn't really be that big. I assume. It's probably the same. Maybe I can try and design like some carvings, some patterns on here, maybe even on the sheath sword blade itself. But that will have to wait until later, because I don't know how to do it and I need more references that I don't feel like looking up right now. Wait. Something about that shirt is bothering me a lot. I don't see a set design for the tails, so I'm assuming I can do just whatever I like with the tail. So this one, yes, make it. I see a lot of these, so I guess I'm just gonna use this. Shirt, fucking shirt. Oh, I didn't even draw his sleeves. Wait, sleeves. I'm gonna give him short sleeves, I think. Yeah, because if it's he has this, and then he wears long pants, wears boots. Everything on him is a leather, and I don't give him like area to breathe. Like I give him like, sleep like this. Everything on him will be covered, and I feel like that would be very hot. I'm gonna give him some air to breathe. I didn't MiHoYo would be the shirt. I tried to give him child's shirt, like the sideways like this. I tried to do this, But then I don't know what to do here. And then also here. Very empty. And the easiest thing I always do is I give them like really long, what do you call it, tails on their clothes like this. Because you know, in fantasy setting, this is one of the coolest things ever. Not really, but you know, like long coats are really cool. But like I have these short swords here, so if I had like anything here, any clothing here, I feel like it would, you know, block me a lot. It might block me sometimes, so I didn't add anything. Or else I would have done this. I would have done this one like here in the middle one. This is a short one, and then the side is long, like this, something like this. Let me do the sideways one. Try and do the sideways one. Sure. Maybe a couple belts here. That's a lot of belts. No. What else can I do? Strings? Buttons? Sideway buttons. It's kind of weird. Like this. Like this maybe. Oh. Maybe not the ribbon. Maybe not. Like this. My brain is struggling to come up with unique designs for my OC. Something I don't like about this. Can't tell what, but like, there's something I don't like about this. What can I do here? I need to do something here. Wait, I should save. I haven't saved in a while. Okay, I'm gonna try. Just gonna do this, and then this one. Okay. I wanna try ignoring this and drawing something else. Like, it's like one of those what do you call it? Uh, it's One Piece? No, like the shirt and the pants are like one single clothing. I think that's good. I don't know what I'm drawing. That weird swimsuit. Yeah, kind of. Yeah, kind of a swimsuit, yes. What if? If him. Check. Then below. Keep him. I don't know what I'm drawing. I'm trying out a lot of different things. Don't really know which. The leather armor. I supposed to have. No, this looks kind of weird. My brain. My brain is ceasing its functioning. Please, may I have some good references to reference from? Mrs. Google, please. I cannot find any good reference. like a um a headmaster from a school who is wearing a cloak and seems really suspicious. That's bad. I'm struggling. I'm struggling so hard. Give him a vest. Um. No. 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 No vest. Vest would be here. There'll be some kind of design here. I don't know. And then this would be beneath it would be a typical button. And then he has skin. Generally don't know how to continue this design. I didn't expect to get stuck on the shirt, the torso part of things. I thought I would be stuck on like the shoes or maybe just like Kisselooks' hair or something, but wrong. Okay. Oh, whoops. Guess it looks okay. Maybe I can add some details. I feel like the more I know what I want to do. Okay, sure. And you come back. You're gonna come back and you're still gonna see me struggling. Bro, I'm stuck real bad. Do you have any advice you can give me? May the god of fashion be with you. Okay, thank you. Thank you. start real bad. Do you have any idea that you can help me with? Do you have any idea how you can help me with? I just need some ideas. I don't have any idea. I just say fuck it and give him like no shirt. But that would be really cool. Open shirt, one single button shirt, some random clothing. I don't know. I'm really tempted to just leave him shirtless for now. I really don't have any idea. If I give him a really loose shirt, just one single shirt, it just looks like he's poor. What if I do this, but I put the leather armor like inside of the shirt? This would be really painful because the leather, if it gets hot, leather is going to be scraping his chest. The whole area is gonna be scorched real hard. But I am getting desperate, so I have to try everything. What if they're the same thing as before, but now it just has a shirt? This one still holds up the same. Huh. Maybe. Perhaps onto something that's going to end up looking very good. Perhaps something that I can settle finally. So much fun. Makes the shirt look really loose. Like he bought the shirt 2 sizes too big for him. Wait, no, I shouldn't be deleting these. No? I shouldn't be deleting these. Probably. As like concept designs, I suppose. How do I design my Ranger OC? I need to give him some kind of shirt. Oh, he's gonna be so cool. I don't wanna. Let's try. What was I gonna try? This, yes. Maybe I should take a break. I'm just gonna give him back this shirt. Just gonna leave this here. I'm gonna take a break. I did get like 2 requests last night I asked like 4 requests. And I got 2 requests that I can draw. Maybe I can take a break, draw those, and then hopefully I can gain back some inspiration. I have no idea. Stream lagging. No. Fuck it. I'm just gonna draw the request. Alright! Request time! Put another canvas for this. I'm probably gonna do the requests. Maybe go back to the clothes, the shirt. If I can think of anything. Maybe go back to the shirt. And then I'm just gonna close the stream. I really do. It's almost time anyway. It's almost time, so I don't think I can keep going much longer. 2 requests I got are Lokiyu from Gensars. Gonna draw him again. In Sutasu. Draw him in a different outfit this time. And then the other one is Sephiroth. I don't know if I know how to draw Sephiroth, but I guess I'll just have to try. And then star characters have so much outfits. Draw him in this, I'm assuming, school uniform. Still haven't played N-Stars. I don't know. I don't know anything that goes on in N-Stars. I'm going to talk. Oh my god. Don't know what's happening to me today. Thought today would be a good day to stream because I feel a lot better. I feel slightly a bit more motivated to draw. And I have, I just played D&D and I have, something that I actually want to draw. So I thought, hey, perfect timing. I can just, I can finally go back to drawing. Stopping for like a couple weeks, drawing on and off, only lasting like half an hour each time I draw. I thought, hey, maybe I can draw again. But no, it seems like I'm still struggling a lot today. Kinda sad, like the first stream I did was the test stream was really fun. That's probably the most fun stream I've had. Drawing anyway. And it's not like I've done a lot of them anyway, but that stream was really fun. I talked about a lot of random shit. I had a lot of laughs. But after that, I just slowly each time I stream, I end up like not knowing what to talk about more. I don't know how streamers do free talking streams that last like hours, because they just keep talking. Well, I mean, I can do that normally, like when I talk to people normally, face to face, not one on one, but like just face to face. I can do that. I can talk for hours. But when it's like streaming, hey Jen, hello, welcome. and just drawing some requests right now, rambling about my struggles. I was drawing my D&D character. This is what I found. So struggling real hard on a shirt, so I gave up, and now I'm drawing requests that I got from Twitter. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, the streams. Streamers they can like have talking streams that last for like hours. And I thought I would be able to do that because I like talking. I like talking a lot. Anybody who knows me will know how much I like talking, but it's really hard to talk on my own, especially with like delays with you guys. Like I have to like hold my own conversation. I have a feeling that I've already talked about this in a previous stream. Like I feel like I've already like complained about this. Not complained, like rambled about this in a previous stream. Thank you. The designing process was going pretty well, to be honest. Struggled a little bit with the belts on his thighs and hips. Struggled a little bit when it comes to his shoes. But then I got to the shirt, like the torso area, and my brain just completely sucked, like lacked itself, and then I just didn't know how to design the shirt. Tried a lot of things, and I don't really like any of them. I really shouldn't have deleted all of the attempts that I tried, because maybe one of them I can like go back and I don't know, try again, expand on the design. Maybe it would turn out to be something good, but I forgot and I deleted. Every time it doesn't work, I delete it. Thankfully, I am streaming right now, and the VOD is going to be up after I finish streaming. So if I really want to look back, I can still check the VOD. That's good, I guess. I feel like I really need to stop the stream soon because I'm already starting to feel like I've been drawing for too long, and like like my drawing skills are slowly crumbling on itself. It's almost 6 p.m. So I guess did pretty okay today. Hopefully I did okay. Was it interesting watching me struggle and design a character? I had no idea. Wish I was better at designing characters. Maybe I would be more interested in my old OCs then. I feel like whenever I draw OCs, I'm more interested in like drawing them doing some things more than anything. Like how do I explain? I go with the flow. That's why I change my OC's design a lot. It's like every time I might feel a little different, like your character. How do I explain this? I don't know. What am I talking about? Yes, it was. Well, glad to know it was. I know I've never had people watch me design something because I went again for OCs. I either take a long time, slowly looking through the designs and then finally settling on something, or I design them in like 3 hours. 3 hours and I am happy with how they look, and I just post it online and then they're just a thing. And so I've never actually had like someone sit down and watch me design something for so long. I've never really watched a lot of people stream or speak paint or whatever, like designing their character. I've never really done that. Not a lot. I don't think a lot of people record their designing process. Simply because it's like, it's a really long thing. Sometimes designs takes a long time to finalize designs. That's why, you know, for like, video games and stuff like that, uh, they start making concept arts for the characters like years and years before uh, they even start making the game. I feel like I often talk about the gaming industry like I know it really well. Like I've actually been in it. when when the truth is, I don't know jack shit. Or maybe it's this one. Hold on. It's probably this one that's too big. Eh? Don't draw like um really um you know I guess skinny characters that much anymore. Not saying Kuro is he's not skinny at all. I don't play NSTARS, but I've seen this boy has some abs to him, but still is a relatively not that buff compared to all the characters I regularly draw. So I'm struggling real hard right now. From what I know, the characters in NSTARS, they're still probably, well, not kids, but they're like probably around, I'd say 17. They look like they're 17. So I'm assuming I should make them too buff. That would be really, really weird. How did I get to here? I When I first started drawing, all I could draw were twins and girls. But now I can't draw either of those, and instead I know how to, I'm the best at drawing really buff guys. How did I get to this? What went wrong in my life that turned me into this? I have no idea. Sometimes I really wonder. like, like, I don't know if I don't want to sound like, self-deprecating, but I don't know if was a lot better at drawing girls when I was younger. But now, I don't know how to draw girls anymore, and I don't know if that's a good thing. I guess since everyone, is good at different things, it's fine. But also, if I actually want to go out and work in the industry, whether it's the gaming industry or just the typical gacha game industry, or maybe even some kind of anime, manga, whatever. I don't know. If I really want to go out and do jobs like that, I really need to be good at drawing a lot of things. Because unfortunately, I don't have the clout to be able to just be like, hey, everyone likes my art. If I ask for jobs, everyone will immediately, you know, be willing to give me jobs. Unfortunately, I don't think I'll ever reach that point. Not yet, anyway. It's really frustrating to think about sometimes, especially because one of my teachers, she's a sketch artist. Like she does like traditional sketches, really realistic, looking sketches with like pencils of like people. She does like portraits of people, and she earns money with it. And so maybe it's because she's actually in the industry, and she's actually earning money with drawing. Every time she wants to teach us about something, it always goes back to money. Like every time she's like, "Oh, you need to be good at this, or else you won't have any job. Nobody will want you, and you will earn no money, and you will die beside the street of starvation because you decided on this job path, but you're not talented enough. People don't care about your art enough, and you just die in the streets." And every single time I hear that, I just like, why does it have to be money? My laptop is lagging a bit. Even my laptop is like tired of my shit. Hold on. There we go, we're back. I probably should talk about like this kind of like really depressing stuff on stream. I don't mean to, make any of you guys feel bad for me. That's not what I'm trying to do. I'm sure after I graduate, I'll be fine with like the money, job, and whatnot. I'm sure I'll be fine. Are those just normal black pants? Oh yeah, they are. Okay. back! Welcome back! I just finished drawing Kuro. I'm gonna get it while I look up Sephiroth. Final Fantasy. Oops. Fantasy. There's the bastard. There he is, the superhead bastard. Man, your design is so complicated. So hard to draw. So hard to find good references of. Why are you like this? Which one should I use? This is too small. Why is it that? Did you finish your OC? No, still struggling. I was struggling with his shirt, his torso area, but this is how he looks like right now. Let me just turn everything on. I was struggling real bad with his like torso area. Why is it so messy over there? So I just gave up. I just gave up and decided to take a break and just work on the quests first. But yeah, this is how he looks like for now. I still don't like how his shirt looks like, but you know, I don't really know how to fix that, so I'm just gonna leave it for now. Gonna draw Sephiroth. And so it's just why is it that, you know, Sephiroth is like probably one of the most well-known video game characters of all time, right? He's probably up there on the ranking. But why is it so hard to find a good looking, high quality picture of him for references? It was good. Thank you. I feel like the stream is really far behind. Is it far behind? I have no idea. Whatever. Okay, I'm just gonna use this one. It's good enough. No, it's not good enough. It's too low quality. God damn it. I need a high quality picture, please. Sephiroth's design actually looks different in some of these pictures. How his remake design is different than the original. Oh yeah, I never noticed that. If it will alone and see something again. References. No. References for Sephiroth. I'm trying to look for references of Sephiroth. I already drew Kuro. It's done. I want to draw Sephiroth right now. This is good enough. Whatever. This is his render from Smash Bros. Good enough. Alright, let's draw Sephiroth. Still can't believe that Sephiroth actually shares the same Japanese voice actor as Dante, who just so happens to be, you know, he's like his voice actor is literally like my favorite voice actor of all time. I like his voice so much. Like when I was younger, even before I was like really into I wasn't really into like, you know, Japanese voice actors and stuff like that. I didn't even understand Japanese at the time, but like I heard his voice from one of the games I played. I was like, holy shit, man. Except for references to general hard to. Yeah, I feel like there's just like a lot of different designs of the same character. It's like even for Sephiroth, it's subtle. It's very subtle, but his design is different. There's like I at least saw three different designs here. Like his Smash Bros one seems the same as the remake one, but then there's these other ones that I don't recognize that also look kind of different. I don't know, man. I've never actually played original Final Fantasy game. I don't know. The only Final Fantasy game that I've actually played on my own and played it to completion is a spin-off game. It's not even a mainline game, it's a spin-off game. And I don't think I've finished any other Final Fantasy games other than that. And the game is a spin-off game of Final Fantasy VII. It's the one with Vincent Valentine. That's the only Final Fantasy game I've ever finished, I think. Because I played 10. Don't think I've even gotten past like chapter 2. I've watched my sister play 12. I don't know what goes on in that game. I've played the 7 remake myself. Stopped at the last chapter right before going into like the final area of the game, final location, and like meeting the final boss of that jazz. I stopped right before that, and I haven't touched the game since. And I played Fantasy 15. Never finished it either. I always start a game, get to like, I don't know, chapter 3, chapter 4. Right after we meet Gladios' sister. What was her name? Iris? Something like that. We meet her, and I immediately stop. Every time I've played, I stop right there. And then I go like a couple of years without playing, and then I one day I just think, oh, Final Fantasy 15, I missed that game. I haven't played it in a while. Let's just play again. And then I open my save out, and I don't know what's going on, and so I start another one. And the cycles just keeps going on, and now I've abandoned the game once again. Someday I'll finish the game. Someday. My sister hasn't finished it either. She played it, I'm assuming, pretty far into the game. I don't know what happens anymore. I think it's like right before, she says that it's the point right before the story of the game goes to shit. You know, everything just like goes really bad because, you know, the game is rushed and the game is like basically incomplete and stuff like that. Right before that point, she stopped because she said like, after this point, the game just becomes really bad and really frustrating to play. So I'm just gonna keep all the boys here happily and just never touch the game ever again. That's what she said, and so she's never finished the game either. I thought I knew what the ending of the game was. I'm not gonna say what it is, just so you know, just so I don't get it wrong. I don't know what it is. I thought I knew what it is, because I thought I got spoiled by my friend on what the ending was. I thought he spoiled the worst part of the game, the part that I was the most afraid of. I thought he spoiled it for me, but apparently, after a while, I saw that that's probably not the ending. I have no idea. I'm trying to be very vague, so I don't, you know, accidentally say something stupid, and, you know, possibly ruin the game for someone else who is actually, you know, enjoying the game. But, you know, it's me too. I don't want to, like, yeah. But it's not because, like, she didn't stop there because, you know, oh, the game was too good and she was afraid of finishing the game. It's actually the opposite. She's afraid of how bad the game's gonna be. after that point. And so she just decided to stop there forever and just, don't touch the game and just keep the game at a very, very good uh, ending point, I suppose. Um, I know that feeling, and I get that feeling every time I play a Yakuza game. Like I get through the game, I spend a lot of time doing all the sub stories, the mini games, the challenges, and whatnot. Listening to the story, walking around the town, like spend a lot of time doing that. And when I get to the final chapter, every Yakuza game has that point, the point of no return. They will tell you, it will be obvious that it's like, after this, you're going to fight the final boss. You can't come back and do whatever you want anymore. Are you sure? It's every single Yakuza game, they have that. Every time I get to that, I just get so afraid of finishing the game. Not only because some of the endings for the Yakuza games are like so painful to look at. Not in a bad way, in a very good way. Like the story is so good, but a lot of bad things happen. And me being the emotional baby I am, I'm just afraid of getting really upset over the game ending. And so I always stop at the end, at the final chapter, for a long time before I, someday I just go, fuck it. I have to finish this game so I can move on to the next one. And I play the game and I cry like a little bitch. I think the one that I've stopped the longest so far is probably Kiwami 2. I remember stopping for like almost, probably over a month. I stopped over a month. I was still playing the game like normally. I would open it a lot, but I would not touch the story. I would not even go near the story, the location where you trigger the story. I wouldn't even go near there. I would just like, go around doing random shit every day. Like, even sometimes I don't even do anything. I just walk around the town and just like, look at the scenery in Kamurocho. It's a really beautiful city, so I just walk around doing nothing. But eventually I still play the game anyway, and now it's like, despite popular opinion, it's actually one of my favorite Yakuza games. A lot of people don't like Kiwami 2. I don't know why. Like, people like the original PS2 Yakuza 2 more than Kiwami 2, the remake. I thought it was really fun. I guess probably because I have a bias, because that's Kiwami 2 is the first Yakuza game I ever bought and owned. Not a great starting point, but I tried to buy Kiwami, but they ran out of stock. The store I went to ran out of stock, and they only had Kiwami 2. So I was like, fuck it, I can't. I'm so excited to actually start playing a Yakuza game, so I'm just gonna buy it. It was at the time I just bought my own PS4, the one I still have right now. I just bought it with my own money like a couple weeks ago, so I was like, I finally got a PS4. I'm gonna fucking play a Yakuza game right now. And so I just bought it. I just didn't care. I just bought it. I avoided the spoilers about Kiwami 1. Somehow, I don't know how I did it, but I managed to avoid most of it. And I played Kiwami 2, and it was great. It was a really fun game. I hate the story, but I like the game. Yeah, you see, that's the thing. People say the story is bad. And I understand that. To be honest, as much as I like Yakuza, I know that the story has its flaws. A lot of the games, to be honest, the story isn't really that good most of the time. Like, Zero, and probably the Judgment games, maybe even 7, these are probably the ones where they have the best stories. And the others are kind of, but also, unfortunately, I'm the kind of gamer where if this is a game I like, I tend to not see the flaws in the story. Most of the time, I tend to not see it unless I, discuss the story with someone. Like, I actually explain the story to someone, or I talk about it with someone, and then I would like start to slowly realize, like, hey, this part's kind of dumb. So, like, after I finished Kiwami 2, I thought, like, holy shit, that was such a good fucking game. And at that point, I've only I haven't played, I've seen a Yakuza 6, Yakuza 0, and Yakuza 4, I think. Yes, I skipped straight to Yakuza 6 without seeing a lot of the other games. I regret that decision this day, but that's not the point here. The point is, what was the point? The Yakuza game, the stories, I understand they're not that good, but also any game that can manage to capture my interest and keep me hooked on to the end of the game, I most of the time consider it as a good game with a good story. Unless the ending really sucks ass, then it's a bad game, it's a bad story. But other than that, most of the time, like, even really simple stories, I get with simple stories, which should probably be obvious because I'm a big DMC fan, and the DMC games, they don't really have that much story, so I don't ask a lot on the story wise in my games. Sometimes with some games, how do I explain this? Sometimes I see a lot of flaws in the story. Sometimes, even though the flaw is like right in front of me, I can't see it unless someone else like mentions it to me. Like, let's just take Yakuza for an example. This is probably gonna be a tiny bit of spoiler, but I assume everyone here already knows it. Kazama, Kiryu's dad. When I first played Kiwami by myself, I played it myself. I didn't watch anyone. I was just playing on my own. I didn't have anyone to talk to about the story. I was just playing on my own. I thought Kazama was a good guy, which is technically correct. That's what the game wants you to think, right? He's supposed to be one of the good guys because is Kiryu's dad. And the ending of Kiwami 2 was like insane. Family switch was that. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. And to be honest, I felt at first I thought it was like that's sweet. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. But the more I see it, the more I'm like, maybe they could have ended this a different way. The more I look at it, the more I feel like, yeah, there's definitely some kind of problem here. But still, because it's my first game ever, so I have a lot of really good memories about it. Like, it's my first Yakuza game ever. I met a lot of nice people from Yakuza. So I have a lot of there's a special place in my heart for Kiwami 2, no matter how bad the game is. But also, I am slowly starting to, recognize that, yeah, this is a flawed game. To be honest, what game is a flawed? I don't think there's any, perfect games out there. Yeah, I thought he was a good guy. Again, that's what the game wants you to think. And, he looks like he cares a lot about Kiryu. And, he does a lot of things that helps Kiryu. And, he's associate. But also, if you think about it, if it wasn't for him, I feel like the entirety of the Yakuza series wouldn't even happen. Because think about it, right? Kiryu was so out of character. Yeah, it's what happens when you try and shoehorn a love interest for the main character into the game. You know, it happens a lot. What was I talking about? Kazama. If you think about it, if it wasn't for him, you know, with his favoritism among his kids, if it wasn't for that, Kiwami 1 wouldn't happen. At least Kiwami 1 wouldn't happen. The rest of the game, maybe you could have like some other reasons for them to happen. But if it wasn't for Kazama and his favoritism among his children, Kiwami 1 would never happen. And someone could have survived. You know? I saw someone talking about it, and it was like, this was like the first time I actually sat down and started thinking about the story of the Yakuza games. Like I saw someone say that, yeah, you know, Kazama is actually you know, basically the villain the whole time. And I was like, what? No way. He's Kiryu's dad. He helps Kiryu. He's supposed to be a good guy. But then I saw the explanation. I was like, yeah, you know what? That guy has... that guy is a little suspicious. Yeah, like after that, like every time I see Kazama, I think about this. I think about, like, if it wasn't for him, that somebody would have survived, and the story of Kiwami, the later games, would be a lot different. Let me think. Kiwami 2. Why Kiwami 2 happened? Kiwami 2 happened because of the change in the change in the Tojo clan leaders, which is something that's also caused by someone in, you know, Kiwami. So yeah, I feel like if Kazama didn't do his thing, at least Kiwami 1 and Kiwami 2 would have never happened. Even if they happened, it would be different. The real be a graphic place. I don't know, man. Like, again, to be honest, my attention span has been getting worse every year since 2018. And so, to be honest, a lot of the times when I play games, I don't really pay that much attention to the story. Unless if I'm like, I somehow that day, I'm like, oh, I'm at my 100%, I can focus on anything perfectly. And, you know, my comprehension skills, my thinking skills are all on point, and I can, you know, understand things better. Where was I going with this? You see, this is exactly what I was talking about. I keep, for the past few days, I keep talking, and then halfway through, my brain just stops, and then I forget what I was talking about. What was I talking about? I don't remember what I was talking about. Hold on. What was I talking about? Stories in video games? Was that what I was talking about? But why would I talk about my attention? What? Guys, I can't remember what I'm talking about. This is what happens when my brain is not working at 100%. And it's been happening a lot lately. I just keep zoning out. I keep forgetting what I was thinking about. I keep forgetting what I was talking about. I keep forgetting what the point I was trying to get to was, and I just stop halfway through my sentence, like, oh, why did I talk about this? I don't know what I was talking about. You were talking about your attention span when playing games. Yeah, but why did I talk about it? It's probably I was probably trying to say, like, oh, if I had like better attention span, I would, be able to digest and, make my own opinions on video games better. Yeah. Um, my mom came in and I forgot what I was saying again. Stories, yes. Uh, if I had better attention span and I was able to focus more, I would be able to understand the stories better, and I probably would have been able to make a lot of really my own opinions on really comprehensible opinions on stories in video games. Unfortunately, I don't, as evident by what you guys have seen just now. So you scare me when I don't use my brain. I'm not using my brain. I am using my brain, but it's just not cooperating. Like it's like I send a comment to my brain, and then halfway through an error happens, and then I just never get back from my brain. Does that make sense? Like um you know when an error happens, at least you would get an error log, right? Like, oh, an error has happened. Something went wrong. And you should be able to at least know, like, oh, this went wrong. However, but my brain just doesn't do that. There's not even a error log. There's just nothing. If my brain, if error happens, my brain just goes blank. Because you didn't pay attention to Yakuza. I did, but also I didn't. I did pay attention to, I guess, the basics, like, the surface area stuff. I know if you wanted me to, like, summarize all the Yakuza stories right now, I would be able to tell you, but the details, it's the details that I don't remember because I don't pay attention enough. I do, but then even when I do, I forget, right? It, it, I don't know what happened, but ever since 2018, this problem has been getting worse and worse, and every year I pay even less attention when I play video games, and I need to have someone to talk to in order to, like, how do you say, organize my thoughts on a video game, I suppose. Um, but even then, sometimes I just there's a lot of things that I don't think about, and, like, after people, like, mention, like, oh, your opinion is valid, but also, this part, this happened. A lot of the times when people tell me that, I would be like, oh yeah, that did happen. I just completely changed my opinion most of the time, because, like, just that one little detail I forgot, and it's always, like, a really important detail. Just, I don't know what's happening. Not, I don't mean to, self-diagnose, but, this seems to be a really common ADHD problem. Not be able to focus on anything, having really bad memory, you turn on and off your brain. I don't turn it on and off. It goes on and off by itself. I can't shut off my brain. It goes to sleep whenever it wants. You know that feeling, like, even though you're, like, physically exhausted throughout the day, and at the night you finally get to lie down on your bed. It's comfortable. You have your blanket, you have your pillows, anything that you need to sleep well. But then your brain just keeps talking nonstop about random shit that you won't even remember, like, after a day. Like, after you wake up, you won't even remember that, but your brain just keeps talking. That's one of the things that started happening after 2018 for me. I have no idea why. Sephiroth, why do you have so much belt on you? This is exactly what I was talking about just now with the belts on characters. Like it's Nomura who started all this. Keeps putting belts on his characters, and in turn, I kind of because like I like the character designs in Final Fantasy so much, I kind of do that as well. It's it's all him. I don't remember this. Did he design the characters in here as well? No, he did. Did he? No, he did. Did he? I don't think he did. Anyway, I have never actually played a proper Final Fantasy game, so don't listen to me. I'm not any hardcore fan or anything like that. I just think that the games are cool, character designs are cool, ideas and stuff are cool. I don't know a lot about Final Fantasy. If you wanted me to tell you like what happens in Final Fantasy 7, like even in the remake, I don't think I would be able to, even though I played the game myself. Not only because it's been 2 years since I actually turned on the game, but also like you know the exact problems I just talked about, like attention span and all that. Okay, does this look like Sephiroth? I think it does. And I fix some of the anime stuff. A Liquid Fire 2 is so convenient to use. At first, when I before Clip Studio Paint had it, it was Photoshop who we had it, and I was like, what is this Liquid Fire 2 that all the cool artists are like so dependent on? I don't get what it does. I don't see why you need it when you have the Control T, the transform function. I was like, it doesn't make any sense. I would never need that. But I have never been so wrong. I love the Liquid Fire 2. I'm so glad Clip Studio Paint has it. Yeah, I think this is good enough. And with that, I think it's about time I stop the stream. We're already at 6 p.m. And I already said that, I need to. I am not at my best today. I keep zoning out. I keep forgetting what I was talking about. Things like that. So, oh, the squirrels. I forgot the red spots in Kuro's hair. Hold on. I'm really not at my best today. I keep mumbling, keep rambling, keep forgetting what I was talking about. I keep struggling with drawing. Hopefully it was still pretty enjoyable to watch me design my D&D character. I will definitely figure out his outfit soon. I'm definitely gonna make an actual. Hopefully, I will make an actual character sheet for him this time. Unlike all my other OCs who's never had them. Hopefully, I will do it this time because it's D&D. It's always good to have your own character sheet. Whatever. I don't know what I'm getting to. Yeah. Next week I stream. Hopefully, I will have like at least one coffee sketch done by then, and then we can start another one because I haven't. Every now and then I open up the coffee sketch. I sit there. I draw for like 20 minutes, and I just stop. I just can't keep drawing. I can't sit there and draw for too long for some reason. Like the past few days, I don't know what's happening in my brain. But anyway, I'm gonna try and finish that one, and then hopefully we get to do another one next week. maybe even do something else. I don't know. Let me just crop this here. I'll be uploading this to my Twitter later. I still don't really know if I wanna post all these edited onto Tumblr. But yeah, I'll take care of that later. Anyway, one last look at my boy before we close the stream. The stream is very far behind, I think. But I'm gonna also stream now because I have to go shower and go eat very soon. Thank you guys so much for coming to watch me struggle with designing an OC. Hopefully next time I won't struggle as much, and hopefully I'll have something more interesting to talk about instead of me just mumbling about whatever. I don't even remember the things I talked about in the stream today. But yeah, I'm gonna go now. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.